Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. It is Technical
It's
Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, everybody.
One of my favorite days of the week because I get to hang out with my friend and partner, Laurie Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk social media today.
We are going to talk social media.
I'm going to let you drive on this one because you are the queen of content creation and automation and organization.
That's so nice. Yes, I need a crown. Yeah, so this is going to be a great one because I just started using Hootsuite, which is a super awesome tool that we're going to tell you about more.
Love Hootsuite.
Love it. Like it's brand new for me. So like I'm really hyped up about it. And it has changed how I approach our social media organization, posting, everything. And to be honest, I've known about Hootsuite for, 7 years, and I even like 7 years ago, I created an account and I might have used it for a day or two. And then the funny story, Mark, is I haven't used it since because I hit one of those scenarios where it's, what's your username and password?
That classic struggle.
And I was like, I don't know. So.
Well, I'm proud of you because you've ended that struggle forever.
I have ended that struggle by using LastPass, which is an awesome tool, which is on our Tech Tuesday schedule to talk about soon. So we'll tell the folks.
You won't see it in action today, but it's just one of those things that once you experience it, either watching somebody else do it. I've had a couple people watch me work and go, wait a minute, wait. Well, what just happened there? How'd you get logged into 5 accounts in less time than it takes me to even think about one?
I know it is incredible. So, but yeah, that was a big reason why I wasn't using any kind of social media scheduler helper, because it was just like, I don't know my username and password. I might as well just do it by hand.
Another account to log into.
Exactly. So what I've been doing for many years now is, I think what a lot of Pilates studio owners struggle with is just on a daily basis being like, okay, I gotta post okay, I know that I have to post, I know that I have to be consistent,
but I got to take this client's money and this teacher needs this.
And what do I post about?
Right. It's that classic struggle. Not enough time in the day. You know you need to do it, but it ends up being low on the priorities.
Exactly. And then 3 days go by, 4 days, 2 weeks. And whoa! I don't have anything on my Facebook or my Instagram. What's going on?
Right. Well, what you're about to show us is for the Pilates studio, right?
Yeah, this is for our studio. And again, this is actually, I've just been preparing September schedule.
Nice.
So it hasn't even happened yet. So we're right on the cusp of it happening, but I'm very
That's
excited.
Always exciting to get all the pieces in place and know, hey, I did the work.
I loved it the other day when you asked me, so where are you at with the Facebook for September? I'm like, it's done.
It's done.
I've got 42 posts in the queue.
Here it is, August the 24th.
Yep. September is done. I actually started working on October yesterday.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do we even need to kind of point out what that means for next year?
That is the best part.
You want to save that till we're done showing off a little bit?
Yeah, let's show it off a little bit.
Cool.
So not only is the tool Hootsuite super helpful for scheduling and sort of posting on my behalf when I don't have to think about it.
And not just on one channel, right?
No, you can post on, I think, the free version of Hootsuite. Correct me if I'm wrong.
3 or 5.
Yeah, 3 or 5.
Right.
So you can have Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest,
Twitter,
whatever you use. But stepping back before even going onto Hootsuite is the organization that I've also implemented.
Right.
And that's the first step.
Organization, all about buying yourself time.
Yep.
Right? Just like LastPass saves you from looking.
Yep.
Being organized with your content saves you from looking when you need the content.
Right. And it does take a little bit of time up front, but then from then on, you have your organization system set.
Right.
So if you spend and invest a little bit of that time, then, as your weeks get busier, your seasons get busier, you don't have to constantly be trying to, what should I post about and where are those files?
Where is this?
I know I had that image somewhere, scroll, I used to save everything on my desktop, so just scroll through my desktop to find the image.
Yeah, it's like the classic scene in a movie where someone has papers all over their desk.
Exactly.
And they claim to know where everything is, but they clearly couldn't know.
No. So I'm super excited to show everybody my organization system, which I learned from you.
Cool.
So let's pull up. You want me to pull it up?
Yeah, you can drive. I got a couple of windows open.
All right, where do I?
Let me share the screen though first. We'll do share screen number 2. Boom, like so. There you go.
All right.
So I've got some screens open for you.
All right, awesome. So let's see. This one?
Hootsuite, what do you want to show? Social media folder?
I want to show my organization first.
That's the one.
Because that's where I start. I don't even go to Hootsuite until I have this ready. All right, so I'm a big fan of Google Drive, as I'm sure we've mentioned many times before. So this is my social media folder. And in my social media folder is 2019. And within that, I've got my months. So September has been complete. I've been working on October. So I'm going to open September. And then I've got all of our channels. And for sake of time and everything, I'm just going to focus on Facebook today. All right. So then inside my Facebook.
I'm going to zoom you in a little bit.
Sure.
Just so people can see a little bit better. There we go.
All right. So I've got these are going to be all my images. And I'll tell you about that in a second. So basically every post I make has some kind of image. And here's
Can I ask a question? Maybe I'm jumping the gun.
Yeah.
But there's an actual method to the numbering, isn't there? Yeah. It's not just, well, I'll just number them. There's a real reason why you're numbering them.
Yeah, definitely. And again, that just helps later on with the organizational aspect of it all. All right, so here's my planning sheet. And this is something, Hootsuite. So let me backtrack. Once I have this completely filled out to the way I want it, the posts I want, like the words I want, the image I want, the date, the time, everything, I can simply upload the whole thing into Hootsuite.
Wow.
In one step.
Yeah.
So this spreadsheet is set up in a very particular way.
Yeah.
So I have my dates. Second column is the post. Like, what do you want to say? Hootsuite does, I just learned, it does need words. So like these 2 blank ones. When I did upload my spreadsheet,
it says, hey, you forgot some words. Yeah.
So that's making.
Now, is that even true on, say, an image-based channel like Pinterest? You have to have words as well?
I don't know the answer to that yet. Okay. I haven't tried Pinterest yet.
Now, before you move on, I just want to, we kind of went over it pretty quick.
Yeah.
You not only have dates in there, but you have times as well.
Yeah.
And what is the thought process behind the choice of the times?
Well, the research that I've done and what I've always heard sort of, anecdotal is that like the before work time and the after work time is good. And
but that's a good place to start.
Yes.
And then we let our insights in Facebook.
Exactly.
So where do we get our most engagement? Is it 2 p.m. or is it 11 a.m.?
So these times are pretty random now because I haven't done this before, so I don't have the data.
Right.
So I'm going to be paying attention to that as the months tick by.
Super cool.
To see, where are and with insights you can see what time you're the most active. If there's a link included in the post, I collect them right here.
And sometimes you don't do a link. Top of the funnel content. It's just, hey, branding, we're here. Remember us.
Yep. The image name. So that's where the numbers come into play. Keeping it really simple with numbers. So it's just like, I know that this post goes to image number 1. I know that this post goes to image number 2. And when
if they were all named Facebook 1, Facebook 2, it would be harder to find the right image during the import.
Exactly.
I say.
Exactly.
Totally awesome.
Even if they were titled, there would just be so many like, oh wait, what was that one?
Which one? I would search for the title. Nice. I love it. I love the simplicity of that.
Obviously it's, sorted, but 1 to 40 or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so then this column, this is what I'm really proud of. And this is what's going to help me in October, in November, in December. So what I've done is sort of brainstorm categories. Like, what is it that I even want to talk about on social media? I mean, like, what is there to say? So what I did is, just sort of brainstorm some categories, like Throwback Thursdays. That's always fun.
That's a popular one. It's always a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I follow multiple brands that I really enjoy their throwback Thursday
and
stuff.
especially in a industry like this where your clients are very it's an intimate sort of relationship. Intimate, not the
Sure
right
it
word. But like they want to know
Right.
what you looked like when you were 20. They want to know like what the studio looked like 10 years ago.
Right.
So we really our Throwback Thursdays are really popular. Fun Fact Fridays, I've spent one Sunday afternoon and I created like 50 Fun Fact Fridays with images.
So there's a year's worth of Friday content.
So then what I did was just go to Canva. I chose 5 of them because there's 5 Fridays.
Right.
And there they are, they're already done. And then other things that, it's just good to talk about. Here I am, the writers series. We have a writers series starting in September. So I developed a couple posts promoting that. Threw in a couple blog posts. So these are pulled from, the Polestar Pilates blog. But in my travels through the internet, as I find like interesting articles or other interesting blog posts,
you syndicate it and promote it. It doesn't have to be your content.
No. As a matter of fact, you have to sprinkle in other stuff because if you're only promoting, Facebook doesn't like that. I think.
Right. And really it's a missed opportunity to make friends in, the world of Facebook. If you're promoting other people's content, they're more likely to promote yours. So, and we're of course very intimately related to Polestar.
Right.
Katrina being a senior trainer for them.
So we like to share their stuff, especially when it's relevant to our clients.
Yeah.
Balance Awareness Week. That's a nationally recognized week. I think the 3rd week of September. So we're gonna join in on that and do some fun balance awareness stuff. So I have a balance tip. Woo! I like these new stools.
I almost fell off my new stool.
I know. We got some new stools sitting up nice and tall, much better than the director chairs.
Those director chairs were no good.
And squeaky. So we have, I have a balance tip going up every day. And then just some other, pets. I'm going to post one pet picture a month. This is a cool website where I can make a jigsaw puzzle. So, somebody can put together a jigsaw puzzle and it's a picture of somebody in the studio.
Lots of engagement, lots of interesting stuff here.
Fun stuff.
6-8 different categories. Beautiful. I noticed something at the top.
What's that?
Talk about that. Because we're always talking about time and using technology to save time. What is that images folder linked at?
Oh, that thing's right to the folder where all my images are.
So without having to go look for it, you click on that link and it takes you to the folder where all the images referenced in that file is.
Right.
Brilliant.
All right. So my process is set up the month.
Yep.
Spend a couple hours setting up the month, collect the images. Most of my images are from Canva. And in Canva, I have a folder that like I have my Fun Fact Friday folder. I have my Pets of the Pilates Studio folder. I have my poll folder.
So you're organized there too?
Yeah. Kind of.
Who'd have thought?
I'm working on it still.
I'm actually a little annoyed with you can't layer folders in Canva.
I am too.
I've put in a couple of requests for that. Everybody should do that if you're Canva users.
Yes, go put in that request because that does get really annoying. All right, so once my whole spreadsheet is done, then I go to the Hootsuite.
Oops, I didn't log you in.
That's all right. They're going to see how fast LastPass works.
Yeah, remember we were talking about LastPass? Watch this. That little red icon, point to the icon.
Right up here.
That's it right there. That is LastPass. And you'll notice the same icon appears in the username and password field. So clearly I have what? How many accounts? You don't want to sign into that one. That's not yours.
Yeah. So you have 4 different Hootsuite accounts. This is the one we want.
No, it's not. That's Arbortech. You just logged into a client's website.
Close it.
I thought you were joking.
I can't see that.
I'm wearing my glasses. Laurie is clearly not
wearing
wearing hers.
No, I'm not wearing mine. I need to go get my.
Hey, you want me to drive for a minute? Here, I'll
drive.
get you in there. All right, let's go. Log out. Sign out.
I could have sworn it said info.
And then we're gonna log back in. You were hovering over the login, so I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it.
I only read the info ad. I'm like, that's hard.
Yes. All right, so here you go. My LastPass is serving up the 4 different accounts that I've got. So we're gonna pick ours and click sign in. And take it away, Laurie.
Step number 1, sign into the right account. All right. So
Arbitech would have loved it. All those Pilates posts.
Oh my God, totally. All right, so this is Hootsuite. And I have to admit, even though I'm pretty tech savvy, I was a little bit lost when I first signed in here. Like there's a lot, like it took me a little while to kind of get my ship legs. What do they say?
Sea legs.
Sea legs.
And it's a common complaint about Hootsuite. Hootsuite is really more of an enterprise solution. So there's so many features that it feels that way.
Yeah.
Compared to Buffer, very Web 2.0 and beyond, but not giving you the power and control that Hootsuite gives you.
Exactly. So, I didn't let it intimidate me.
Good for you.
I just said, what's the worst I can do? Sign into a different account. All right. So over here's the publisher. I'm going to go through this really quick. This is not a Hootsuite tutorial.
Okay.
But I want to show.
You're just going to show how easy
I'm going to show the people how easy it is. All right. So here's all of our channels. And I have the Pilates Studio and Pilates Business Pros in one, so I can manage all of them at once.
Nice.
Where do I get to? Oh yeah, content. All right, so this is the coolest part. So I have my spreadsheet all done, right? I have my posts, I have my dates, I have my times, I have my images. I simply go to, there's a bulk message upload.
But have you exported your file yet?
No. Should we? Well, I don't want to do it because I don't want to do it for real right now because I already did it.
But if you're going to demo, you need a file.
Oh, right. All right, so you need to export this as a CSV.
CSV, yeah. CVS is the drugstore. And CSV. CSV.
Right. So I would just download that to my desktop.
Right.
Everything.
Exactly.
Desktop. And then when you go back to Hootsuite, where's my cursor? Okay.
There you go.
Oh, come on. All right. So then after I download it, I would. What's this?
Well, you're really not going to be able to go any farther.
No,
you don't have the file.
That's true. I don't have the file.
Yeah.
So in there.
I think it's fine that you just show the end result, the calendar view.
Okay. So in there's an upload. So you upload your CSV file.
Comma separated values.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can, it doesn't pull in the images. You have to do that manually, which is why they're all numbered.
And that's one of those questions that we all ask. Why don't you allow us to put a URL to the image and have your system just pull it in? Don't have an answer for that yet, but hey, we're not in a perfect world yet.
Exactly. Not yet. Any day now.
So that's why you use numbers instead of file names.
So then I'm just going to get, Hootsuite just gives me a list of all my posts with the words and the links. And then it asks me, what picture do you want to?
Picture number 1.
Right. And then I go into my Google Drive, which is in my Finder on my Mac. And I just drag picture number 1, boom.
Done.
Picture number 2, boom, done. Drag it down.
And once she's done with that, if you're going to do, would you want to post a day? Is it one a day or are you posting more than once?
Some are more like,
on average.
Yeah, on average, I would say 2 times a day.
Okay, so that's 60 posts or 50 posts if you don't do Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, exactly.
How long does it take you to upload the file and then link 50 images?
Oh gosh, like
15 minutes.
Oh, not even. I don't think.
Minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes. 10
Beautiful.
minutes. Yeah, because I did all that organization ahead of time.
Right.
So when it comes time to put them into Hootsuite, it's really quick.
Can you show us like the last calendar?
Yeah. So then we go to, it's this, right?
Planner,
Again, I'm still trying to figure it out. And I'm going to go to the Pilates Studio.
And you can show a month view, right? Instead of.
I know I can show a condensed, condensed.
There we go.
Okay, so this is August. And like I said, I started this for September. So August is still pretty quiet. But here we go.
Look at that.
So this is what's going to be going up on Facebook this week of September, the first week of September. And what I really like about this is I'm a visual person. If this was just in list form, the way it is in the Facebook scheduler, I can't comprehend well, how many are there per day? And are there a lot at the beginning of the week?
And what time of the day is it?
What time of the day? And
it's all right there.
Yeah. Or oh, wow, I'm promoting gift cards 3 times in a row. So this is just a really simple, easy way for me to say, if I had another post in mind that I wanted to add later on, which you can do, I'd be like, well, maybe I'll post on Saturday because I've already, filled these days with 2 posts.
Right. So you'd use the new post to augment your uploaded file.
Exactly.
Awesome. That's beautiful.
Yeah, because obviously during the month, things are going to come up, that you didn't put on your spreadsheet. So you can absolutely just add in a post here or there.
Super cool.
Yeah. And then like these 2 days are pretty heavy. So if I had anything else to talk about, I would most likely put them on the Wednesday or the Monday. So there it is. And now I'm done. I don't have to think about Facebook until I work on my October.
Right, because there's so many other important things to do when you're running a business.
Yep, exactly.
Right, get it done. And correct me if I'm wrong. Oftentimes you're doing this work, the organization, the content creation, the scheduling, when you have downtime at home or sitting by the pool, drinking a Mai Tai,
exactly,
or a mocktail.
Just one, because then my spelling gets really bad.
Beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. What else did you want to tell us about? Were you going to talk about like the difference before and after in any way, or did we already kind of cover that?
Like what I used to do?
Yeah. Or I know.
What?
I know what I want to hear you talk
about.
What? Is okay. It's a year from now.
Next September. It's going to be here before we know it. Right. It's scary.
Yeah.
I pull up my September spreadsheet. I duplicate it. I put it in my 2020 September folder. And then I just simply change some dates around, like for Fun Fact Friday.
Mix it up a little.
Yeah.
But you don't even really have to do that.
No one's going to remember Fun Fact Friday.
I don't remember what I had for breakfast.
Absolutely not. But the dates do have to be switched because Fun Fact Friday will be on different dates. But the other stuff, like the gift certificates, posts, the they're right there. If we're are we still sharing?
No, we're just us now.
So a call for a review for Nate, as long as Nate is still here, that's good for next September. Right. So next September, really all I'm gonna have to do is like
queue it up,
lay eyes on it, make sure I like everything, add in a couple more things depending on what new classes we have coming in.
So let me ask you this. Let's say that I wanted to do that right now, that I wanted next September already scheduled. Is there any reason why you can't do that?
I don't think so, especially for really generic posts.
Right.
I'd probably hesitate to schedule things like, new class.
Specific class, right?
Like new class on Friday, because next year at this time, it's not going to be a new class.
Yeah. So do you guys get this? Right? She did all the work. It's hard work, yeah. But you can no longer say, I don't have time. Because when you work smart like this, you organize, plan, create content ahead of time, and then make sure you can put your hands on it when you need it. Yeah. Boom, autopilot. So beautiful.
And when I'm in the content creation mode, ideas come. Like I'll be doing like pets of the Pilates studio, and then I think of something else cool, and then I think of something else. Whereas when you try to, on a daily basis, think of something to post, I would often find myself just like,
right. Staring at a blank screen.
What's going on this week? I don't know.
So I think I hear what you're saying is if you can stay in that right brain zone, that creative zone for a dedicated amount of time, that allows you to get beyond the one post for today. I'm running out of time.
It becomes easy and fun.
Right.
Fun for me.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. And the same, like copy and pasting, even October, like I just copied my September spreadsheet and, just fiddled it around with the dates. So I know that, there's still going to be a gift card post. There's still going to be an ask for review post. There's still going to be all the same sort of categories, just change them up a little bit.
Cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Of course. Yeah.
I hope you guys dug that. Technical Tuesday is always great fun and such great information and content.
I look forward to it every week.
Me too.
It's my favorite hour of the week.
If there's nothing else.
I got nothing else because I actually, as soon as we finish this, I am going to get my October spreadsheet done so I can be like, I don't need to worry about it until November.
All right, it's October. Here it comes. Woo. See you guys on the weekly wrap up on Friday morning at 10 a.m.
10 o'clock.
Until then, have a great day and we'll see you soon.
Bye.